Hello. This morning, I wanted to have a chit-chat. The first of many, I hope. Last weekend, I took a walk with a friend. And we discussed certain topics that I think are useful for everyone, especially women. This friend, we'll call her Anna, was very upset. She was reaching 30 years old. She'd been with the same man for 5 years. Their lives were intertwined. They had common interests. And yet, the love just wasn't there. She had changed and he hadn't. And she wanted to try every way that she could find to stay. But sometimes, even with our best intentions, we need to leave. And no matter how long we've been in a relationship, whether it's living with someone for 5 years, engaged for 2, married for 15, sometimes it's time to go. How do we know when it's time to go? Well, Anna was suffering internally, suffering from shame, from guilt, for wanting to leave, because this was a perfectly good man. And they were best friends. He didn't harm her. He wasn't harsh with her. He wasn't disrespectful. It's just that he wasn't the one for her to have children with. And it was time to move on. And so, as we spoke, I counseled her to therapeutically treat her emotions in the best ways that I advised were going inside through meditation, touching base with your higher self, or your inner gut feeling, if you want to call it that, and just see what the feeling was, what it was telling you in your inner core. Was it telling you that you needed to try more? Spend another year in unhappiness? Or was it telling you deep down that it was time to gather up all your courage and all your strength to separate yourself from him and the life that you'd built with him? And that is so hard for us to do. And women, when we attach ourselves to someone, male or female, it's so hard to separate. And there's so much shame and guilt. Luckily, there were no children involved. There was no cheating, no abuse, no obvious reasons to leave or to stay, making things complicated. It was simply, or not so simply, an emotional attachment. And the fact that her life was so intertwined with his. And so there are ways that we can treat that emotional state, the suffering, the pain, the guilt, the shame. There are natural ways, holistic approaches, like meditation. Also, homeopathy. As you know, I'm a licensed homeopath, and I'm a big fan of homeopathy, which is energetic medicine. And that's going to dissipate that layer of emotion and make it easier to calm herself, come to a state of peace so that she could take a decision. She was a Sun Leo, and she was really in great pain, not being her sunny, optimistic self, racked with indecisiveness and hardship on a day-to-day basis. And as I told her, it wasn't going to get any easier to make the decision. It would only get harder and wear her down energetically more and more with that heavy weight of those emotions that are neither bad or good, but they do have an energetic frequency associated with them that's going to pull her down and dim her inner light, that inner sunshine of that Leo that needs to shine with happiness and joy. So homeopathy is an option. And another energetic approach is Bach flower remedies, fleur de Bach. Those also treat on an energetic scale, and certain flowers can help to dissipate again the energies associated with her difficulty on a day-to-day basis, making it easier to deal with the situation, gather up her strength and courage, and do what was necessary for her to move forward in her life, to found a family, to have children, to make career changes that are more focused on helping humanity, to change her life for the better. I also had a similar experience that I will share with you. I am divorced with 3 children, and there's a reason why divorce is the second most traumatic event that one can live. It is very traumatic, and with children, there's lots of shame and guilt involved because moms and a lot of times dads don't want to hurt them. They don't want to break up the family unit because they know that that's the healthiest way, the healthiest framework within which to be raised. But sometimes, as in my situation, my light had dimmed as well, and my Leo rising was very unhappy because of behaviors and attitudes and personality changes that I had come across and adopted as well. There are 2 people in a couple, and you always have to analyze your own role and what went wrong. But the love was not there. And as I told Anna, when love leaves, she asked, "Does it ever come back?" And I said, "No. It's your soul telling you it's time to go." And so I went. And hopefully Anna will take the decision that's best for her. And so I tell you this story because maybe you're in a similar situation, or you know someone else who is. And it's important to find support. And I hope I've given you some ideas of ways that you can treat your emotional states regardless of what's going through your life at the moment, ways that you can balance and harmonize your emotions and therefore avoid long-term illness. Because when we don't allow our emotions to wash through us, we don't allow them space. We don't allow ourselves to feel the so-called negative emotions. We repress them, and they enter deeper and deeper into our energetic layers. And finally, they manifest themselves in the physical body as illness. And that is truth. And so as difficult it is to deal with our emotions, as challenging as it is throughout our lifetime, it's very important to meet it head on and to find the strength that you have to take the decision that's best for you, for the higher good of all. And so I'm sending you courage and strength and lots of love to support you in your own decision-making process. Take good care. Bye. See you soon.